What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome, welcome. Hold up. Let you go in. There we go. Ta-da!
What up, dude?
Welcome to Rumboyz After Dark.
Rad.
Yes, rad, as we've abbreviated it. It's a pretty rad show, actually.
Rumboyz.
The
At
Drunken,
night.
yes, sir, yes, sir. The Drunken Sports Talk, as always. It's your boy Robbie J with the co-host Ty Boogie. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter at Rumboyz, spelled with a Z, N-E-T, and check us out on rumboyz.com. Fellas, starting with Jordan Love, introduce yourself.
Y'all know me, J Love. Just been grinding out a whole bunch of articles in the rumboyz.com area. Just put out 2 articles today about the whole Giants quarterback situation with Daniel Jones. Go check those out.
Hell yes, hell
Welcome, J Love, to the first official on-camera Rumboyz After Dark. He's in everyone.
Oh
in
yeah,
the chat.
Rumboyz After Dark, second stream.
Let's get
Yeah,
it.
second string, yeah, this is second string, yeah.
Hey.
What up, Bobby?
Bobby's got the black screen.
It's your
Rumboyz
intro,
Northeast
Bobby.
in the house.
Nah,
Walking
he's
in.
just dark.
Rumboyz
I love
Northeast
it.
in the
That's how
car.
Are
we
you
He
love
driving
said.
still? I'll do mine intro. I'm JD from Rumboyz.com. Go to Rumboyz.com and check out my work, Jordan Love's work. Go to all of the Rumboyz work, and we got just a bunch of awesome content on there for you guys.
Facts.
Real quick, does
Really,
anybody see Karam in the chat?
Yeah.
I don't yet.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
I don't see him. But I do see the Sailor Man, Sailor the Sailor Man. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into it. You guys know how it goes each and every Friday night. JD will moderate. JD will drop the topics. We will go around the horn, and then at the end, you guys, well, during the process, throughout it, you guys can go ahead and rate each and every person. Hey, JD, at this time. Oh wait, before we start, cheers to me.
We almost
Cheers to
Yep,
you.
we almost
Cheers to you.
all the Rum Boys and girls. What it do? Dilly
Dilly
dilly.
dilly.
Yeah, get this
It's
open.
empty.
No worries.
Who cares? You can cheers it.
JD wasn't ready.
I'll get it open. Don't worry.
Bobby
but
can't
the first
drink and
topic I
drive.
got. First, you guys ready?
Yeah, we
Yes,
ready.
sir.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Bring me the best heat you got to start.
What do you expect out of Aaron Rodgers this season, and what will be the Packers' record? And let's go with Rumboyz OG.
So, what do we expect the Packers' record to be? And
Yeah.
the second part,
How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers?
how do I feel about Aaron Rodgers? So, let me
Yeah,
first begin with the
35
Aaron
going on
Rodgers
36.
side. Yeah, let me first start with the Aaron Rodgers side of it. In regard to that bad man Aaron Rodgers, yes, he's still a bad man, but I feel like after the whole fallout with Mike McCarthy, a new coach coming in LaFleur, he is the head coach. Aaron Rodgers is the head coach. It's not LaFleur. LaFleur barely is even going to be the offensive coordinator. And I think this is going to come back and turn around and bite the Packers in the ass. If I were to predict their record without even looking at their schedule at the moment, what 8-8? They end even.
I like that.
They end even. I just don't feel that Aaron Rodgers has an attitude problem. He has a problem with authority, much like myself. So I understand where Aaron Rodgers is coming from. I understand, where he is, how he's feeling. Why does it look like JD is pissing? What the fuck?
Sorry about that, guys.
JD, why we
Pop my beer open.
JD, that was the wrong
All right,
camera.
Ty, how do you
bro.
feel
We
about
just got like all we could see was your nuts.
Just crotch. Go ahead, Ty.
Bobby. All right. This is a great topic, but this is the topic that hurts my heart and soul that we have to talk about the Packers at some point in the season. So I agree with Robbie that I'm going to start with Aaron Rodgers because I think this question is about Aaron Rodgers. The Packers' record entirely depends on Aaron Rodgers and how he does. I think he is still Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we can send the dude to the locker room in the first game, and he's going to come back and throw a game-winning touchdown on us. It's already happened. We've seen it happen. So it is what it is. I I sadly still think he is probably one of the most, if not the most talented quarterback in the NFL right now. Like maybe top, like guaranteed top 3, maybe above Mahomes. I'm stretching it there, but
The
Rodgers
fuck are you talking about above Mahomes?
Rodgers, I said I'm stretching it. Rodgers will have a decent year. It's still Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he has an MVP type, the usual Aaron Rodgers, but I mean, for the things that we've seen and expect out of Aaron Rodgers, he probably won't have that good of a year compared to what he has been. I think they do just a game better than what Robbie said. I got him going 9-7, a win record, second in the North. I just think they have. I don't see them losing to the Lions. I don't think they lose the Lions at all. I think they beat them out both games. And honestly, I can see them beating the Vikings both games. And somehow or some way, they always seem to have the Bears number at one point, even though I do think they'll lose both to the Bears. But I see them going 9-7, missing playoffs, but having a decent year. I mean, maybe not by their standards, but Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers. That's coming from a Bears fan.
I don't like it. I don't like it at
I mean,
all.
I
right.
don't like
What do you
either.
think
I just got to be
there,
honest
Jordan
with
Love?
it.
We'll finish with Bobby.
Ty, I think me and you are thinking the same way, except you said 9-7, right?
Yeah.
Your turn, you Bobby, but go ahead.
I got them one better at 10-6, but that is their absolute.
I'm lagging a little bit.
That is their absolute ceiling for them. That's their absolute ceiling. Like 10-6 is as good as they're gonna do. I just, and for the same reasons you said, Ty, like we've seen what cancerous players can do to team chemistry and what happens. Like it's not good. Like Robbie was saying too. The same, like it's the same, like it's the Aaron Rodgers show that up there in Green Bay. And if you don't like it, then you leave.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
it's
the Aaron Rodgers way or the highway. That's it. Period. End of story. Like there is no alternative or other option, and we're already anybody who pays attention to like the NFL news, like there's already turmoil coming out of Green Bay saying that Aaron Rodgers and LaFleur are already banging heads, and it's fucking training camp, like in preseason. Like if it's this bad right now, what do you think it's going to be when the games actually matter? Like, what do you think it's going to turn into when they actually matter and the pressure gets cranked up, five times what it is now?
I agree with it. My only thing on them even winning over a 500 record is we've seen Aaron Rodgers take the game into his own hands. Like,
but that's the only reason I said 10. The only reason I said 10-6 is because Aaron Rodgers there's no denying the talent, and the dude somehow manages to just find ways to win. So I'm thinking they're going to be like maybe 8-8, 9-7, and Rodgers finds a way in two of those, in 2 or 3 of those games to get him wins.
Jordan Love's turn.
All right, I'm gonna agree with Bobby on this one. I think 10-6, 9-7 is a very reasonable record. My thing is more so it's not about Aaron Rodgers, it's his health that's gonna matter a lot with him. But I'm gonna go more so Aaron Jones. If Aaron Jones can prove himself this year, they're gonna be successful. They can mix in the run game, the pass game. Devontae Adams is gonna get going. I think the defense is gonna be way better. I know Ty, you think it's the Packers, they're gonna have a bad defense. I think it's gonna be a lot better. They made moves. So yeah, 10-6 is their peak record. And I just took a look at their schedule.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard. They play the Bears week 1, the Vikings week 2, the Broncos week 3 in Green Bay. The Eagles, Cowboys, Lions, Raiders. It's not that hard. They can easily start off 4-3, 5-2. Just start off the year.
Ty, you guys are going to beat them both times.
Yeah.
You'll beat them both times. You'll beat them in
So
Green
that's
Bay.
2 losses right there.
Yeah, wait till you see me on Thursday.
You'll beat them in Green Bay, and you'll beat them in Chicago. They're just not good enough. Their offense isn't good enough to keep pace with Chicago's D. There's no way. No,
I agree, but again, they're going to beat the Lions both times. Honestly, they're going to beat the Lions both times, and I do not. Yes, I feel like the Vikings, out of all teams in the NFL, are one of those teams where I would say they can change my mind very quickly because they have the talent to do it. But at the moment, I still am not trusting Kirk Cousins to take the game into his own hands like Rodgers would do if it's a close game in the fourth quarter. So I still think that the Packers end up beating the Vikings. Guaranteed one, if not both games. So,
Bro, the Minnesota Vikings are like a chick with bipolar.
I would say that about Kirk Cousins. I don't know about the Vikings.
yeah, okay. See, that's why I said Kirk Cousins. The Vikings can very quickly change my mind.
Bro, it's the team in general. The defense shows up sometimes and it doesn't show up other times.
No, BKB, we all know that this man is young.
They're very hit or miss.
All right,
There we
so
go.
rate the topics.
I say 8-8, and Lambeau is where you can go. Is where teams are gonna go and get some W's. I'm keeping it the same energy I said on the Adam Rank debate. I'm keeping that same energy right now.
Hey, yo, JD, I want to shout you out real quick. Your boy Gucci Hat over here says JD has the best beer drinking face. Let's go.
I don't know what a beer drinking face is, but
it sounds awesome.
Yeah,
it sounds great.
Alrighty, JD. Next topic. Make sure you guys rate that. Let us know what you guys think. I feel like Aaron Rodgers, shit, good player, but like my disrespect and my disregard for authority and his disregard for authority are two totally different things.
I can't, Robbie. I can't with you right now.
Yeah.
JD, are you on mute?
Let him just talk. Let him go.
Gonna get a top pick.
There we go. All right, can you hear me now? No.
JD, feed your hamster. JD, feed the hamster, bro. Feed the hamster. He ain't running.
Oh, you bastard.
Put some cheese on that mouse wheel.
He hit something. He hit something on his phone. He hit something on his phone.
You know what he did? He hit the little mic down bottom and muted himself.
I think he
nope,
it's not that. It's not that. It's not that.
A little something changed there.
Here, leave the stream and then come back to the stream.
Bobby, throw me your best topic right now. Off the top of your head.
Well, hold on. Let's entertain this one for Bobby.
Oh my God, you had to. It's a depth corner.
About Duke Dawson, I knew he Colby, he had a terrible training camp. So I kind of saw the writing on the wall. His camp and his preseason were awful. And with JC Jackson performing as well as he has been, and now especially after the game that Keon Crossan had, after the game that Keon Crossan had, there was no chance that Dawson was making that team. No chance.
PM True, I appreciate the dono hype. Dropping $1.99 and letting Bobby know your Red Sox are trash, Butcher. Go Oakland.
Oh, I agree. They're trash bin right now.
Shit. Well, I mean, once again, Duke was a depth corner for you guys. It wasn't like a big piece.
Listen, after Keon Crossan had the game that he had yesterday, there's no way. Because here's the thing. Duke doesn't play on Dawson doesn't play on special teams, and Crossan does.
But with Chung getting probably incarcerated at this point, Duke Dawson can play safely.
All right, nothing's gonna happen to Patrick Chung. Nothing.
All right.
Are you sure about that?
All right, Chief. All right.
Yeah, we'll see with the Patrick Chung situation. There's too many variables there. Too many ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Too hot to snow in Boston, bro.
According to Bobby on his lunch breaks, the crackheads out there, they be fighting over shit. So,
Robbie knows.
Yeah. So we are waiting on
all
JD to get
right.
back.
So hold on. Can we just go off topic for like a minute and a half? And because I
Probably
gotta go, but I don't know. So funny. So speaking of the crackheads in Boston, here's a little minute and a half story before I take off for the weekend. So they literally they had to one of the crackheads was so fat in Boston in McDonald's that they actually had to unbolt the the stools to get her ass out of the
Damn.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
There we go. He's back.
Is it a crackhead if they're fat?
Yeah, I was about to say there's fat crackheads. Holy shit. All right.
Yeah,
So
I
we
don't know
had
what
JD
happened.
back. Yeah, no worries, JD. We
Back
know
to
worries.
sports.
Yes. Bobby's.
he gave some cheese to the hamster and now he's good to go.
Yeah, I guess Bobby's gonna leave us now, guys, because he's gonna be whacked.
Can I get a boo for Bobby?
Yeah, everybody boo Bobby right now for this.
Worse than Andrew Luck got it.
I've been looking
You guys
forward to
ready for the next
Rumboyz After
topic?
Dark all week. What's the next topic, JD?
We always got to mention Andrew Luck.
Sorry, that hurt you more than me.
Sorry.
You're smarter than everybody taking a backup right away.
Are you guys ready for the next topic, or should I?
Let's go.
Please.
Hey, I saw that.
Yes, JD.
All right, we ready? All right.
See you guys.
Ryan Fitzpatrick and Josh Rosen have been fighting for the starting position in Miami. Recently, Ryan Fitzpatrick was named the starter. What does this mean for Josh Rosen's future? Let's start with Jordan Love.
I mean, we saw what Ryan Fitzpatrick did last year in Tampa Bay. He came out, first 2 games, had an amazing start to the year. As soon as he got some expectations, just like every other year in his career, he went straight downhill. I think he's going to start the first or second game, maybe even lose it halfway through the first game. I don't even know. Josh Rosen's going to come in. He's shown some chemistry with his receivers in the preseason, especially Preston Williams, who's a budding star for them. So I think it's Ryan Fitzpatrick's job to lose, but I think before we even get a quarter of the way through the season, it's going to be Josh Rosen's job, no doubt.
Okay. All right. What do you guys think, Robbie J?
Ryan Fitzpatrick is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like Jordan Love mentioned, I mean, he came out last year guns blazing, and then went very downhill, very fast, very quickly. And that's just it was a no-go. It was absolutely bad for Fitzpatrick, formerly known as Fitzmagic. There's not enough power in his beard to be able to lead Miami. So therefore it will be Josh Rosen's job. Give it probably middle of the season. It's not going to be a quick, Fitzpatrick messed up, he's coming out now, but it will eventually become Rosen's job.
Okay.
I'm obviously going to take the same. Yeah, I'm going to take the same point, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I mean, in regards to Rosen's career, I don't think he had a career coming back from heading to Miami. I think they got him hoping he would do something, not expecting probably more than 5 wins out of the dude. Miami's going to be a top 5 pick in the draft next year, and they're probably going to take another quarterback. As ridiculous as that sounds, I feel like, again, I can't say anything that J Love and Robbie didn't say. I mean, it's Fitzmagic. He's going to come out. He's going to make some crazy throws. Everyone's going to be like, dude, he's going to be the greatest quarterback this year, and he's going to throw 4 picks in the next game after everyone says something. So I agree it is his job to lose. Even if Rosen comes in, I don't see Rosen coming in and shining enough for them not to consider a quarterback in the next couple of years, knowing some of the QBs that we're watching in college right now that are coming into the league in the next 3 to 4 years, not even the next 2 years. So in regards to the Dolphins, I don't think it matters. I think that they're in trouble. Fitzmagic does give them a little bit more chance to win, in my opinion, but I don't think Rosen helps himself out, especially knowing the confidence he's probably losing in this situation. I can't see anything good coming from it.
All right.
So.
I feel bad for Josh Rosen personally. I really do. I mean, but at the same time, he hasn't really distinguished himself past, like he didn't do much in Arizona, even though I know he didn't have a good line. He still didn't prove much.
Rosen.
We good on that topic?
Well, I just want to add one more thing with Rosen.
Sure.
With Rosen, think of this as a rewind for him. He gets the opportunity to learn behind that journeyman in Fitzpatrick. Take the good with the bad. You have good leaders, you have bad leaders. Take the good with the bad that you learned from Fitzpatrick, tool it into your own, and maybe we see him come out better than what we once saw him before. And I think that's something we could be looking at.
I'm with that. I hope that happens. It's kind of like my optimism for him. Like, I like to see people succeed. Okay, I will do that, Jordan Love. So for the next topic, Jerry Jones was asked an interesting question by a reporter. He was asked about Zeke, and he responded in a really interesting way. He said that he was asked basically, "What are you going to do about Zeke? Don't you want to win a Super Bowl?" And he said, "We haven't won a Super Bowl with Zeke." As a way of devaluing Zeke. What do you guys think that means? And do you think that he'll get paid before the season starts?
Jordan Love, I want to toss that one to you first.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's start with Ty.
At
or
this
J
point,
Love. Okay.
at this point, that relationship is dying. We see what happened with Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon's not even talking to the Chargers. He's just trade me or I'm gonna hit free agency.
Just
At this
waiting
point,
for them to trade him.
There was just a report coming out from Ian Rappaport earlier today that Zeke wants to be the highest paid running back. Like, he's not taking anything less than what Gurley got. You have Jerry Jones talking about, man, we didn't win a Super Bowl with him. He's 24, he's still growing, and now you're going to talk about your franchise running back like he's just some guy. So Tony Pollard's going to have to start for him. Alfred Morris is going to have to put in work, but I don't see Zeke playing at all this year.
Wow. All right, what do you think there, Rumboyz OG? He doesn't think they're going to play at all. He's not even going to play a down, according to J Love.
I mean, the sad thing is like I don't have any type of evidence to go against what J Love just said because, I mean, again, there really is no evidence either way. In regards to what Jerry Jones said, I think that's just his arrogant, old school, I've been the owner of America's team for however many years. Like, he has no business saying that about any player. I don't care who it is or what the situation is. I mean, you're not going to hear that about anybody else in the NFL. This is just a Jerry Jones-esque. And this is why the media asks him these questions. They know he's going to say something stupid like this. Like, if you're Zeke, why would you want to play for this dude? Like, there are 31 other owners in the NFL that will praise you and love to pay you and give you whatever you want. Like, if he plays at all this season, I mean, I feel like, honestly, I think the Cowboys are going to fold after they lose. After they have a losing record in the first 6 games, I think they fold, and I think they do go pay him. So,
and that's exactly what I was going to say. And I'm a lessen the amount of games though. The second that is 4 games, the second that is 0-3, the Cowboys are turning it around.
What about 1-3?
And they're signing Zeke. And Jerry Jones is going to be forced to have to eat all of his words. We got Rumboyz LA coming in. He's going to have to be forced to Jerry Jones will be forced to have to eat all his words in terms of down talking and devaluing such a high performing player like Ezekiel Elliott. Me personally, I get the off the field issues like I have stated in the past, but with that aside, this man is a talent. He has not had an injury problem. He's not the one dealing with arthritis right now. You don't hold out to be the second highest player. You hold out to be the first highest paid player. Zeke, hold out, get your money. You deserve it, especially at that position. Constantly putting the wear and tear on your body.
So, timeout, JD, before you do this. Louis just jumped in. I know we're mid-question, but we've all gone, so I'll throw Louis in. I have kind of a backdoor question coming into that. So, as a group, would you guys rather see Zeke hold out for an entire year? I mean, he's got a little while, but would you rather see him pull a Le'Veon Bell and go to a Miami Dolphins-esque or Tampa Bay Buccaneers-esque team? Would you rather see him get paid and go there or stay in Dallas after all of the crap going on?
You want to go first on me, Jordan?
You got it, JD.
I would rather see him come to a compromise with the Cowboys, and let me give you a quick reason why. I think that the Cowboys are going to pay him enough money to make him at least like a top tier paid running back, and the Cowboys being a Cowboy is different from just being like a Jet or whatever that another team's going to be. The Cowboys have like an alma mater. They take care of each other. Emmitt Smith has all types of work down in Dallas, and so does Michael Irving, and I just don't know why he would give all that up just for $2 million. It seems stupid to me. But go ahead.
All right. I'm on the opposite actually. I want to see Zeke hold out the whole year, hold out his point. Is it smart for him financially? Not at all. Was it smart for Le'Veon Bell? Not at all. But like you said, you hold out to be the highest paid player. He's not going to get paid by the Cowboys. Jerry Jones is a stubborn
True.
GM, and he does what he wants because he thinks what he's going to do is right. I think that Zeke holds out. He goes to, honestly, the Chargers. I could see him and Melvin Gordon switching teams this offseason.
I like that bold prediction.
The Chiefs could offer him a contract. I mean, make moves to just make a push for that final run.
And to JD's point. I mean,
Sorry,
like,
I'm getting some feedback.
no worries. Like you said, being a Cowboy is different than being on any other team. Well, winning Super Bowls is different than being a Cowboy. King, what you got, bro?
What's up, guys? First of all, what's up? How are you guys doing?
What up?
Another night, man.
Another Friday. Another start.
It is. I'm actually on my way to a draft right now. That's why I'm not able to call in from my usual spot. But the thing that I'm seeing, or the thing that people forget, is that Ezekiel Elliott doesn't have the same leverage that Le'Veon Bell had.
Right.
He has to play at least 8 games for it to be considered a year. I mean, because technically he still has to be under the contract, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the leverage is not there. I mean, do I want? No, because what makes Ezekiel Elliott so great is the offensive line that the Cowboys have.
No, I agree. Again, I mean, there a lot of running backs that are not highly named or highly looked at could probably be top 5, top 10 running backs in the league if they had the Cowboys' offensive line. I believe a lot of teams.
Tony Pollard right now being top.
Right. No, I agree, and I think people forget, like, just because one of the best running backs holds out doesn't mean there isn't somebody who's been learning behind them or behind a line like that. Again, I mean, how many people said James Conner is going to come in and do what he did? Nobody. Like, everyone was like, I mean, like, the Steelers are in trouble. They're screwed. James Conner comes in and blew that out the water for what everyone expected. Pollard could do the same. Like,
very much so. Very, very much so. And I think, I mean, I'm not just going to say, because we interviewed him, but I think Pollard could truly, bust out and really be a breakout type of guy for the Cowboys.
We were already talking about him, like, holding carries with Zeke and taking a couple of those carries and making the most of them. I mean, imagine now the opportunities that he will have. And the biggest thing against Zeke is if he does come in and at least produces half of what they think he will, then Jerry Jones does look smart. Again, on the other side, if the Cowboys are terrible to start and they have a losing record, then, I mean, Zeke looks smart. It's the same thing with Le'Veon. But, again, I agree with King. Like, Le'Veon had a lot more leverage than what Zeke does, and, I mean, that could be the difference in the two situations.
And a lot more money. You have to remember, you get, what's the fine? $166K a game? Or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What has Zeke made throughout his career? 25 mil? Around that? 25 mil?
No big contract, yeah.
Yeah. Le'Veon Bell made $13 million in a year just off the franchise tag.
Yep.
Right, Le'Veon can hold it down. Zeke just knows how good he is, so he's trying to hold it down. Eventually, it might bite him in the butt.
Yeah, as soon as that man can't pay his house, pay off his house.
Hey guys, how much further did you get in this topic? Did we get to like to the point where we're talking about what's up?
We all win.
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right, perfect. So yeah, I personally want to see Zeke figure it out. You know, definitely I want to get him. I want to see him like work it out with Jerry. This wasn't on my list, but I want to shift to this really quick because I just wrote an article about it. So I just wrote an article about on Rumboyz.com, Captain's Corner, about why the Cowboys shouldn't pay Dak Prescott. I saw in the comments somebody said you got to pay the quarterback first. I don't think you got to pay the quarterback at all. I want to hear you guys' opinion on that.
In regards to like any team, or are we talking Cowboys still specifically?
So I think the Cowboys, Dak Prescott. I think the Cowboys in particular should not pay Dak Prescott, and if they do pay him, it should be $20 million or less. They offered him 30.
Right. Okay.
And I don't think they need to pay him. They can franchise tag him. They have all these other options. What do you guys think about that in regards to team dynamics? Do you think you need to pay Dak before you pay Zeke? Let's start with Rumboyz OG.
Yeah, Tom, this is my little beaver. You know.
Damn.
Nah, man. He's trying to roast my staff, and I ain't like that.
I ain't have to flip that fight.
I knew he was trying to go at. But that was a whole move. Appreciate the super chat, the $3.99 from Bobby. Appreciate it, dilly, brother.
Like in this thing.
Dilly.
All right, so in regards to the topic, I believe they should pay. Pretty much, if they should pay quarterback or running back first. Honestly, I think Dak is absolutely nuts in the head for not taking his money and running. And I think if Jerry Jones is really going to try and put his foot down and throw shots in the media and make comments like this, I don't know why it's not at Dak. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, you need a quarterback to do more than half of the things, I guess, in this, like, whatever. But
he's the 21st best quarterback in the league.
Switch your offensive scheme up and run the ball, and then just throw check downs, play action runs. Like, Dak has not proven to anybody that he is the guy. Yeah, they got a lot of wins under him, but there was Zeke included in those wins. So
There's a lot of people.
There are a lot of people. You guys already went out and gave up a lot to get him a star receiver who clearly changed the game for him. I mean, without Amari Cooper last year, they probably would have tried to look at him for a new quarterback this year.
Here's my main point with that. Dak, who's going to pay him more than $30 million? Period.
Nobody.
No one should.
Then why would you?
I absolutely wouldn't.
Yeah. So that was the point of my article. Like, why would the Cowboys pay him over $30 million when nobody else in the entire league would? But anyone else want to touch on that?
I feel like there's somebody that would.
Who?
I feel like there's somebody that would. Yo.
The fuck?
No.
Like,
No.
The Bears.
I think they'd probably rock Jameis Winston over Dak Prescott.
I mean, dude, they would probably enjoy paying Jameis like $20 million less than paying Dak.
I just want to go ahead and give me 1 second. I just want to nitpick a take really quick. Okay. Listen, what is sad is that when football is a team sport. Let me just put that out there right now. Okay. Football is a team sport. If you have to pick apart little individual stats to prove that maybe Eli has more value or more validation or whatever the case, the only stat that gives Eli more validation is the 2 Super Bowls over Brady. Aside from that man's career is on the downside. Daniel Jones will be your future in the time coming. He's still a rookie, so I want you and everyone else, you know who I mean by everyone else, I want you and everyone else to calm your horses, okay, about this kid. He's a fucking rookie. He's a rookie. But don't try and stat pick and nitpick to like make yourself feel better as a fan. Like I know you gotta do what you gotta do to make yourself feel better, But after a while, it just looks fucking sad. Like, it's sad. The Giants were terrible last year. You're rebuilding. That's the reality of it. Dak has more value than Eli. Even if Eli did pass more last year than Dak, Dak went to the playoffs last year. So say what you want, but being that fan is never a good thing because you just like trying so hard to make yourself feel good. It makes me want to throw up in my mouth. It looks
Yeah,
sad.
Dak is better than Eli. I definitely would take Dak over Eli, but I think I'd take about 20 quarterbacks, and I actually listed them who I would take over Dak in the article, and there was quite a few of them. I mean, geez, there was quite a few. But does anyone else want to touch on that, on why Dak is not worth really anything?
What's up, TD? No, I just had to go into
20 mil or below. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
But then again, real quick, for Dak wanting that much, whose fault is it? It's Jones's fault for talking him up so high, saying he's our guy. So if he truly believes that that's how he feels, why not try to get paid?
Yeah, you can try to get paid, but when somebody offers you $30 million when you're worth 20,
I agree on that. That's on him. I would have taken the 30 mil and ran with it.
Like 20 is a stretch to even offer him 20.
Said 30 was absolutely out of the world, and Jones was like, "You're our guy. Here's the money." Jerry Jones did honestly what I didn't think he would do, and Dak basically said, "Screw you! Like, give me more money." Which that's why I'm putting it on Dak. And at this point, like, if you have a guy that's already doing that, I mean, he's not the kind of person I want. Like, he's clearly just like, for whatever reason he wants the money. He's money hungry and he wants that. And that's not the kind of person I thought he was. And he's clearly showing it. Zeke doing that makes sense. I understand that. And he is a top running back. He can say that.
Yeah.
Doing it is absolutely ridiculous.
Zeke makes a lot more sense to me. But Jordan Love, do you want to touch on this one before we move on?
Dak's not worth 40 mil. He's not even worth 20. I mean, when you have a quarterback that you honestly could compare to Eli Manning, you literally could. They have the same issues. They're not accurate quarterbacks. They don't sense pressure well, and they just aren't good quarterbacks now. One's on the downside of his career. One's 26, wants 40 mil. I'm done with it.
I'm done.
Honestly, I'm just sick and tired of hearing about people talk about Dak Prescott. Zeke needs a contract more than Dak Prescott, and honest to God, the only person we're not talking about on that team who needs a contract is Amari Cooper. He's sitting there putting in work, doing what he needs to get done, and he's worth the 13, 14 mil as a top caliber wide receiver because he put up the stats last year in Dallas.
I'd rather have Derek Carr.
I don't want to say that. But I will say that because he's a guy that's there every day, like let me break it down in Rumboyz terms. The three of you on this stream and even Bobby, who had just left, are so valuable to me that I invest so much time and energy, what I'm able to give you guys, because you are that valuable to me. Okay, you guys show up, you do everything that is asked of you, and you even go beyond the Call of Duty. So therefore, I do that for you as well. Amari Cooper is doing that by not sitting back and causing more headaches for Jerry Jones. So maybe that's why
I'd pay him first.
Maybe that's why you go ahead and you pay Amari first.
Mm-hmm.
Dak has been there. Maybe that's why you go ahead and you throw some money at Dak. Zeke's not there right now.
I ain't throwing more than 30 mil.
Exactly. I mean, I get that Zeke is the most worth it player, the most worth it talent. But, I mean, you just gave Jalen Smith all this money because he was there and he was being a guy and he wasn't giving you the headache. Then if you're going to hold that principle for one player and that player's a defensive player, and you have offensive players, skill positions that are asking for money, look, you better get out there and take care of that. Take care of those people that are out there showing up to work.
I feel that.
You sit Dak down and you go, look, I know you want 40 mil, but I'm going to give you 30 because I'm Jerry Jones and because I've already offered it to you and whatever. You might not be worth it, but you can have 30 mil. I'm going to use that 10 mil to give you a top 10 wide receiver.
Right.
A top 5 running back out the backfield that lets you do play action. Like, make your choice, dude. Do you want to be a playoff team, or do you want me to just ship everybody out except for you?
And that's the only place he's getting 30 mil. I guarantee you that. So, all right, let's do a basketball one, and then we'll flip back over to football to finish it off.
Basketball? Oh shit!
Oh, you
Basketball, guys. An
I already
interesting.
know which question we're on next. I'm gonna go grab beer while you read it to the fellas.
Okay. All right. So this week, Kobe Bryant made headlines because he had an interview on this interesting show I've never seen before, and it was an interview, and he said that he would have won 12 rings if Shaq had the same work ethic that he did. If Shaq wasn't as lazy as he is, Kobe would have won 12 rings. So if Shaq, basically, he's assuming that if Shaq would have stayed on the Lakers and worked as hard as Kobe did, stayed as long as Kobe did, they would have had 12 rings. Do you guys agree with that, or do you think that he's completely crazy? Jordan Love, you might be a little bit young for that one. I don't know.
No,
But maybe,
I know what you're talking about.
You want me to take this one?
Go do it, Louis. Do it, LA. Start.
No, honestly, I mean, 12 rings, I don't know, but would they have had more rings?
What?
Yes. I mean, if you were to go back, and you look at they're arguably the best duo. I know we had a topic before, who's the best duo in the NBA? They were arguably the best duo ever between Shaq and Kobe. And realistically, Shaq has said before that he was lazy, and I agree. Shaq was lazy. He got into the Hollywood scene of LA, and he just got into the media. And I mean, he was making money every way else that basketball just wasn't it for him anymore. Not the way it was for Kobe. Kobe was his passion. For me, Kobe and LeBron are two different people for me. I love LeBron, what he does outside the court, what he does for the people. When it comes to basketball, not the biggest fan. Not saying he's not talented. It's just the way he plays, not the biggest fan. Kobe, probably a piece of shit outside of it, but when it came to basketball, all he did was give heart.
I feel that.
That's all he did was give heart. And I mean, they won easily. Even when they were dysfunctional, they made it far. Lost at the end.
I definitely agree.
Could they have won 12? Yeah, could they have won 12? It's a stretch, but I mean, it's possible. How many rings did Kobe win on his own? 6?
2
or 5?
5.
2, yeah, 5. Total of 5.
Oh, total 5, yeah.
It's very possible.
That's my team. And that's my favorite player of all time. And I'm gonna say that 12 rings, like that was a different NBA that you were playing in, Kobe. Like even if Shaq stuck around, you guys never broke up. Maybe I see him passing Michael.
Yeah, definitely.
8 is the most that I see, because your body, as you get older, it's like you can't keep performing at that level, and we saw that in his career.
I don't know, bro. He was iced all part of his limbs, bodies, legs. He put up 60 something in his last game.
That's true.
I mean, he made every shot he took almost. Like,
and not only that, his body wouldn't have been working so hard because he put the team on his back.
Correct.
Coochie fan says maybe 7 rings.
Yeah, I do think that if Shaq stays healthy and they never break up, they can win. They could have won 7 or 8. No one's beating 12. No one's beating 12. The most.
All right, Ty, you go, and then we'll finish up with Jordan Love.
Yep.
So where I'm going with this, the 12, in my opinion, is just Kobe saying 12 because he said 12. I don't think he honestly meant 12, and obviously 12 is a stretch for me. I'm not even trying to comment on that, but the biggest thing with that is if they wouldn't have broke up, they could have went down as the best duo in history. We talk about it now as they probably are the best duo in history. Imagine if they did stay together. But it was meant to be. Like, how many times have we seen Shaq with somebody of that caliber? Shit, looks like Shaq and Penny got back together. He goes to D Wade. Like Shaq is just the dude that, I mean, I know he wanted to have somebody there with him, but I don't know, man. Honestly, I think Kobe and Shaq just, if they were together, it would have ruined our idea of Kobe. Like, and I don't like that. So honestly, I'm glad things worked out the way they did. Yes, would I like to have seen them win more rings? Yes, they would have won more rings, no doubt. I agree. At least another, I mean, Kobe won 2 by himself, at least probably another 3 with both of them together. But I mean, it just would have ruined the idea of what we see as Kobe. I think it would have helped Shaq's career. Kobe's career, I think, would have been diminished a little bit if they would have stayed
Yeah,
together.
no, you're
I
correct.
don't think Kobe would have scored 81 if Shaq was around asking for the ball.
Yeah.
Probably not. What do you think, Jordan Love?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say they win 5 more rings. Seeing what teams were around there, they could have beat a young Spurs team. They could have beat that Pistons team, which I know played with a lot of heart, but I think they were just more talented. Again, the Spurs won. Shaq was on that Heat team, so they get diminished. I mean, there's 4 right there, not even going in a little bit later. They
Right?
could have pushed for more championships.
Not even going into the 2010s.
Yeah, not even going into the 2010s. That's just up until 2007. Kobe's Kobe. Shaq is the most dominant player ever to play the game. Is he the
I
best?
agree
No.
with
Is he
that.
the most dominant? Yes. Nobody was stopping Shaq. He could do what he want with his 400-pound self in the paint. So
38 points, 22 rebounds.
right.
Ridiculous.
Again, they just don't have a play style to go together. I mean, I understand that's exactly why they broke up in a way, but like you can't put those two things together. I mean, if Shaq could have been older at the time and maybe understood, like I'm just going to get rebounds and put it back up and I can still get 20 something points and 20 rebounds a game. He just didn't get that. He wanted the ball for being a big man and he was used to having the ball. And then, I mean, again, it would not have been Kobe if we would have seen that situation happening. So whatever. I'm cool with the way things went down. I'm glad I look at Kobe the way I look at Kobe. Again, do I think Shaq's career would have been a lot better? Would he have played on the Suns and other bullshit teams? Hell no. Nah. The Cavaliers, hell no. Nah. But
yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Shaq did do Kobe in his rookie year. You know. But I mean, he was a rookie.
Again, Shaq had been around. Shaq had already seen things. Like Shaq had been through Penny. Like, you know, he knew Shaq knew what he was worth. That's why he wanted the ball. But Kobe, in his mind, knew what he was worth.
Are we pretty much done with this topic though?
Yeah.
I think so.
I just want to ask Tom's question. He asked, "Who's that?" He says Jimmy G sucks giant sausages. I said Kiara Mia says otherwise, Tom. And he said, "Who's that?" That is who cursed. That's who cursed Jimmy G. The reason why Jimmy G sucks.
It's because he's stuck in there.
Exactly. She is an actress of sorts.
An entertainer.
An entertainer of sorts.
An exotic entertainer.
Yeah, she's an adult entertainer. And Jimmy G.
Look her up.
And then yeah, Google her. And Jimmy G. That after Jimmy G was perfect. Like we're gonna go into since we're taking the show script to go back to football anyways. You got all the 49ers fans, King, you as well. You want to blame someone for Jimmy G's ups and downs right now? He had porn bags.
He banged her and then he ruined his ACL.
Him for not knowing how to shoot somebody.
He hasn't been the same since.
Now we gotta be careful, man. You know, YouTube, man. They But yeah. So
it's hard to play when you're dry.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. What did Louis say?
I said it's hard to play when you're dry.
Woo!
Ayo. Jimmy G has the talent, but how much they paid him because of that small sample size was stupid because they were in panic mode for a QB. I totally agree with that, Gritty City. I feel like they got Kyle Shanahan, and then all of a sudden they were just like, oh, need a QB. And they just overpaid.
49ers fans, you all are going to learn the reason why the Redskins got rid of Kyle Shanahan. What next topic though?
Next topic. Let's do it. Josh Gordon, Patriots wide receiver, formerly reinstated Josh Gordon, has been looking good at practice. Is this going to be a big year for him? Let's start with Jordan Love, since he was last time.
Is he going to play good? Yeah. Is he going to have a big year stat-wise? No. The room's just too full. Demaryius Thomas is there. N'Keal Harry's there. There's too many people that are going to need their touches. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to stay on the field this time for at least this season. I think he can put his life back together, and I think that's the more important thing. But I think he's going to be fine, and, I mean, he's not going to put up stats, if that's the question.
No 20 touchdowns?
No. Not even 7. I think he puts up...
Not even 7?
I think 40... I was going to say 4 or 5 touchdowns, 40 catches, and maybe 500, 600 yards.
Okay. I'm optimistic for him.
I disagree with this one. DT will stay a Patriot. He'll stay a Patriot. He'll end a Patriot.
Okay.
Like James Harrison. Like it was going to be identical to James Harrison.
That'll be interesting. What do you think there, Robbie?
I was going to pass the King first.
Okay.
With Josh Gordon, I mean, Josh Gordon, if he plays, and he's playing as well as he does, he's always been a beast. That's why he keeps coming back, and that's why people keep taking a chance on him. And then not only that, in tight situations last year, Brady seemed to go to Josh Gordon. N'Keal Harry, he's there, but he's a rookie. So rookies usually don't pan out. The only one that's really going to be in front of him, I believe, is Julian Edelman. And then Demaryius Thomas is a threat, but he's going to be the 3. I see Josh Gordon, if he plays, if he stays healthy, he could be the bounce back story of the year.
That'd be cool. What do you think, Rumboyz OG? I'm optimistic for him.
Hey, look, my dude is spitting straight facts. Not he doesn't any other time, but straight facts. There is too much going around there at this point. And again, the Patriots play real football. They don't care about your fantasy football stats. They don't care about this dude wanting stats. They play real-ass football. They're going to put in Demaryius Thomas in certain situations. They're going to put in Gordon in certain situations. I absolutely agree also with what Louis said. We've seen Brady double covered still go to Gordon because he has some trust in him. He has some faith in him, which you really don't see Brady put into a lot of guys in that situation. The biggest thing is him staying on the field straight up. Like that is it. Again, I totally agree with what both of them have said. I don't see him putting up big stats, big numbers. Will he be somebody that at the end of the year, if he does play the whole time, everyone goes, damn, like Josh Gordon had a pretty good year. Right. But what do you classify as a good year if he hasn't played more than, 2 games in the last however many years?
If he makes it the full season, the only way
that's a good year.
So first things first, I want to quote my colleague out there in Los Angeles. Shout out to the Fantasy Football Bar. We're right now as a family, those guys have been putting in a lot of work, but we've came in and helped them, back them up a lot. Top 80, right? Number 79, if I believe.
Congrats, man.
Number 79, Louis.
I can't hear you.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah. So yeah. So the Fantasy Football Bar, a top 100 Apple podcast on Apple right now. Make sure you guys go check it out. I'm gonna quote my colleague from the other night when he was featuring our Northeast division. You ever have that friend, and it's like, bro, like damn well, like, you grown up with this motherfucker. It's like you're so smart. You could go be an entrepreneur. You could go and you could be a doctor or a lawyer, whatever. You could be in the NFL. But what do? They get themselves caught up and they get arrested. They get addicted to drugs. They're in prison now.
True.
Yeah, I mean it's a thing. Sad thing.
Listen,
people like that.
I hate to make this that moment during the stream, but let's have a human moment as a family, the chat included. We all know someone like that. I don't know.
So true.
The only way that Josh Gordon can impress me, going off of Louis' take from the Fantasy Football Bar. Once again, check it out on Apple Podcasts. Leave a 5-star review. The only way that he can impress me, I got 3 touchdowns at best, That doesn't impress me. Be on the field for fucking 16 games.
How about put your life in a straight line?
The first step, being on the field for 16 games. Give me 16 games of Josh Gordon football, of the Flash,
No drugs, no
and then I'll be
suspension.
impressed. But otherwise, like, we can sit here and predict stat lines for him all day. If you want me to give you a fantasy football take, ladies and gentlemen, he's not worth you. He may be worth you starting week to week type of deal, but don't get excited about Josh Gordon because he's gonna break your heart. Just like that friend that does bad shit when they have a good life ahead of them, and then boom.
Sad but
Ty,
true.
what you seeing back there?
Dude, this kid just got knocked the fuck out. I'm
Who
sorry.
did?
I'm sorry.
We're watching the Wisconsin,
Bro,
South Florida.
4th and 4.
Oh, I want to turn that on later.
Oh, so y'all seeing Jonathan Taylor go off?
Hunter,
Jonathan Taylor's going off.
Hunter goes for that 4th and 4. Oh my lord.
So I got 2 more questions for you guys.
Yeah.
And 2 more beautiful questions. The first one that I have left is Kalen Doss, the Raiders wide receiver, has shined in this preseason and in the training camp. We've obviously profiled him. If you watched Hard Knocks, you know a little bit about him. Is he going to be a future star in this league? And what do you see for him fantasy-wise?
Hold on. Jordan Love's dog sounds big as fuck.
You see
That's
how
a big
little
dog.
he's so cute.
Oh, Jordan Love's dog. Oh yeah, that's right. He does got that. Yo, yeah.
This is
Let's go, Connor Berg.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching, Tom, Connor, everybody. You guys are the best. Slap yourself, of course. Gritty City.
Before you go ahead and read that question again, I just want to take
Sure.
Gritty City's comment here. Yeah, I want him to be successful too. Like, I'm a person that I went through a lot of shit in life, and I dealt with a lot of ups and downs. So when I see somebody else that's going through ups and downs, absolutely, I want to see, I want to see them do well. Can I get one of my mods to take care of a tea tree?
Man, I feel you there, Robbie. I know a few people in my life, and it makes me really sad whenever I hear about, they could do all the good things, they could do all these great, amazing things, but they choose to do the wrong thing, and that's exactly what it is with Josh Gordon. You hope for the best for a guy like that. He has all the talent in the world. He has the talent. He has the world in front of him. He can pick it up and play with it, or he can throw it away. So
yeah. Now you were talking about the topic at hand. You were talking about Mike Terrence. What's good? If you are new, subscribe to the channel. Anyone that is new, please subscribe to the channel. You were about Oakland's rookie wide receiver.
Oh yeah, we can get into that. You guys ready for that one? Yeah. So Kalen Doss, Oakland's Raiders wide receiver. He's been doing really good in this preseason. I just wanted to get you guys' fantasy take on him, on what you could see from Kalen Doss, a potential fantasy sleeper going into this year. And how will the Raiders do this year?
The Raiders did really well in their draft. We did not initially think that after the draft, especially after the reach for Cleveland Farrell. But Keelan Doss, straight out of Alameda, California, the hometown kid, has done nothing but impress and wow fans. This kid is NFL ready. Okay, I know I saw BKB said Doss is irrelevant, or Doss is not relevant. Yeah, he's irrelevant. And I just want to let people know that I do believe that this is a kid that can be relevant in the NFL. You don't just come out. He reminds me almost of Cooper Kupp in preseason when Cooper Kupp first came out in his rookie year. And he went off in the preseason and showed his ass. And I told everybody, hey, Cooper Kupp's going to be off. He's going to go off. Once the draft this guy, sure enough, he became a guy later on in the year that's waiver wire. I think Keelan Doss has that same ability. He's going to be a guy that we're going to look for in the waiver wire in the future. Also, with Doss, I hope that he stays a Raider. I know they kind of already have their receivers. I want him to stay a Raider because he is the hometown kid out of Alameda. But no matter what, another team will pick him up. John Gruden did confirm on Hard Knocks that he has received calls about him and Hunter Renfrow. But we know that Hunter's not going nowhere.
Interesting. What do you think there, Ty?
I'll start with in regards to fantasy. I'm sorry, but I'm not taking the leap of faith to go get him. Like Robbie said, they have the receivers. I mean, football wise, I do also hope that the kid ends up staying because that would be great to see. Again, I mean, for many reasons, just the fact that he wows people and puts people in seats, in my opinion, is a reason for somebody to put him on a team. Learning from Antonio Brown, whether that's Antonio telling him what's up or him just watching Antonio Brown can help his career in the future. But I mean, fantasy wise, I'm not taking the leap of faith with that. And honestly, I'm not 100% sold on Derek Carr making magic and doing something like that for a young kid. So, do I want him to succeed? Absolutely. Do I hope and think he'll succeed? Yeah. Even if that's as like a slot to start and it's just coming over the middle and making great plays and making people miss, I think he looks good. And he's again a name we look at the end of the season at. Fantasy wise, I'm sorry, I'm not.
And before, once again, like I said, fantasy, he's a waiver guy. He's going to be a waiver guy later in the year. Like he's going to prove himself after like week 2, week 3. And people are going to be like, let's go get this guy.
Later.
Well, fuck it. I'm high on Doss. I'm not drafting Doss, but I'm saying once he proves himself on the field, you grab him immediately before other people do. Another thing with the Kayla Doss before we passed off to Jordan Love and King. I'm interested to hear King say for these out there and from LA. But with Kayla Doss, I encourage everyone to watch the film before passing judgment. And if you have not watched the film, try to refrain. Louis.
Yeah. You want me to go?
Yeah, Kalen Dotz. What do you think of him?
So I mean, I agree, he's a talent. But is he going to be fantasy relevant? Not at all. I mean, I don't even know if waiver wire unless there's an injury of some sort. But you have Antonio Brown and then Williams, Jacobs. They're going to be a running team, and he hasn't shown it. But Derek Carr can't produce that many fantasy relevant wide receivers.
Yeah, I haven't seen much from him in recent years.
I love that Luke comes in, drops like 3 hard bullet point backs, and is like, "What's up?"
What's up? I like it. All right, Jordan Love, you got to take on Kalen Doss. Then we got our final question, which is an interesting one.
Hey, Love, I can't hear you.
He's muted.
Why you mute him?
I didn't mute him. He muted himself.
My bad. I muted myself. I had some stuff going on in the background. That's on me.
All good.
Yeah. Similar to what Louis said, Tyrell Williams is there, Antonio Brown is there, Josh Jacobs is there. They just drafted Hunter Renfrow out of Clemson. He's going to get some possession targets. He's going to fight for a roster spot. Maybe if he proves that, hey, I can produce a little bit, maybe he'll get some touches. Again, a waiver guy, but other than that, not too much to say.
Yeah, and then also I want to say that before this damn show came on, I was a little high on Waller, and he's there too.
Yeah,
I hate the fact that they named him. That he got that little sunshine on the show.
Yeah. I was like, 12-step program, not going for you right now, Waller. Sorry, get better.
Hard Knocks gets you a little bit. Hard Knocks.
Speaking of Hard Knocks, Jonathan Abram is weird.
He's a weird guy.
Bro. Jonathan Abram is tripping on something, bro.
He's weird.
I'm just saying. I mean, he's got a unique personality and all, but
him and Luke Wilson, the Canadian dude, that motherfucker. Yeah, the tight end. He had me cracking up, bro.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a good dude. He's a guy. He's someone that we should interview. I like that. Yeah. So we are at that point where we can kind of go through now. We're just gonna take a couple of questions from the chat.
Didn't JD have one more?
Oh, that's fine. We can save it for the end.
All right, cool.
Oh wait, JD, yeah, no, let's do your one more.
Oh, the end is we can start with Rumboyz OG on the end. Bears or Packers? Who wins? First game, kickoff year. Let's go. Ty. Who wins?
You're gonna let me start, bro. Honestly, you do not even need to have me talk about this conversation. Yes, honestly, fuck the Packers. Aaron Rodgers gets sacked 3 times. Defensive touchdown. Trubisky throws 2. Might throw a pick in Trubisky, but throws 2 tutties. It's all wonderful.
I agree if you only Rogers breaks his leg in my scenario. All right, go ahead, Robbie.
I'm gonna keep this thing all the way 300.
28-7.
All right, not even 100. We passed 1. I'm gonna keep it all the way 300.
3.
And I'm saying 300 because we know what block that is in Chicago. You know what block that is in Chicago, baby. I'm rolling with the Bears, baby.
Hell yeah.
Make
I
sure
like
you guys
it.
check out. Make sure, speaking of kickoff day, before we pass on to the other 2 colleagues of the company, check us out. ESPN Los Angeles meets the Rumboyz. Raj Grobes is coming on air. We are doing all week 1 draft picks. And also, as long as things permit, Stepmom Lauren is caught in the middle of a hurricane.
We're just praying for her to be all
Be
good
all
at the
right.
moment.
But if it all works out with the hurricane, she says that she still wants to come on the show for you guys on September 4th and do your week 1 starts in 6.
Super.
Sweet.
Yeah, she's like, I may not have fucking makeup on because no running water, but I'm gonna make it work. I was like, you the shit.
That works. Yeah.
Dang.
That's crazy over there.
Packers are Bears.
Packers
I'm
or
gonna have to sign out
Bears?
right now. I'm gonna have to sign out right now because I'm here at the draft. I gotta go kill it right now. It's gonna be the Bears. It's gonna be the Bears. I mean, yeah, they have 1 more year in that system. Defense is elite. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, who knows how that offense is going to play out? They're going to need some time to figure it out in a real football setting. So week 1 is not it for them. Maybe they learn a lot from week 1, but Bears defense is too strong.
There you go. Start or sit Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers is one of those dudes that you can still play him. The thing is, you have to play him because of how high he's going. You have to play him.
I agree.
Yeah, hey, you have to play him. It's dumb to draft him that high, not to play him week 1.
King Louis, I hope that you have a damn good fantasy draft. Looking forward to seeing the results.
Later, bro.
Cheers to me. Hold on. You sign out your way. Hold on. Go ahead.
I don't have a drink in front of me because I'm driving, but I do got this. Ready?
Yep.
Pa arriba.
Pa arriba.
Abajo.
Parado.
Pa centro adentro.
Pa centro adentro.
All right, guys. Peace out. Have a good show.
Later, man. There's no way I say that correctly.
I have to.
I'm
so
white. I'm so like there's no way.
So really quick, so that everybody kind of knows, what goes down behind the scenes. Like, I have to go back and I rewatch and I re-listen to everyone's content. And I also go back, reread everyone's articles and stuff, to make sure everything is good. And it took me 5 episodes since we've signed that deal with LA. Yeah, to fucking get that shit down. I'd literally go back and rewind. And I'm fucking Dominican.
Like Google anyway.
Well, I know what it means, but like
Right.
I don't speak like I'm Hispanic. That doesn't.
Yo, love, piss everybody off.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Packers. Man,
Ooh.
I can hear the rage in Kai right now. No, I'm going with the Packers. The Bears are missing key pieces. Adrian Amos is probably the biggest player you guys had last year on that defense. He's gone, other than Khalil Mack, because Khalil Mack's a huge playmaker. Khalil Mack is there. Akeem Hicks is there. I get that. Your pass rush is going to be insane. The Packers have a good offensive line when healthy, and I think they're coming to this year healthy. That's probably one of the best offensive lines to balance out against your pass rush. Devontae Adams is going to cook whoever is playing against him. Adrian Amos isn't there. I mean, you have Roquan Smith stepping up, but that's Aaron Rodgers. He's going to pick your defense apart no matter what. I'm going with that offense. I think that defense is going to be. Eddie Jackson's better than Amos. They played 2 different positions. They played together. Free safety, strong safety. But
I said he's still there.
He's still better, but Adrian Amos was such a big playmaker for you guys. And that Packers defense is going to come out of nowhere.
I
That's
hope you're
my
on
bold
Jordan
prediction.
Love, or next episode I'm going to be upset
Yeah.
with you.
That's my bold prediction. I think that the Packers defense comes out and is actually a lot better than what people think. I think that they can get to the quarterback with Kyler Fackrell and Rashawn Gary. I think that they can play good coverage. Adrian Amos is going to have his revenge game against the Bears week 1, and I think they can come out and upset you guys. I think they can pull it off.
Hot takes. That's a hot take. He's got a hot
Ladies and
take
gentlemen,
over here.
Once again, Bears Packers on our channel, September 5th. We are going to be starting our stream early because we are going to be having some special guests come through. I'm gonna see how many more special guests I can load up during that day too. Like I want to see if I can get a couple of big people, a couple of friends to come through, and I think he just texted you. A couple of friends, to come through, and they're gonna drop their takes. We're gonna make this like you guys were watching NFL Thursday night countdown. We're gonna do our best to bring you that feel because you guys deserve that. But shit, bold prediction by Jordan Love. I can't wait to see that on kickoff.
One more thing. I saw it in the chat, and I was thinking about bringing it up. I don't know why I didn't. Your slot corner, who played amazing for you guys last year, Bryce Callahan. He was probably the second best slot corner in the league. Is gone. I know you can say, "Oh, it's just Bryce Callahan." He got paid to be a slot corner because he was literally by PFF ranked the third best slot in the NFL.
I just love that pass rush, man. I think we got the best pass rush in the game.
You do, but I mean,
hold itself down for years. You see defenses go from number 1 to even top. I mean, we're still going to be a top 5 defense. That's
you
what
are. You are.
It's just like
I agree though. Bryce Callahan is a loss. That's almost a bigger loss than Emos.
As a Bears fan, JD can attest to the same thing. Aaron Rodgers somehow, some damn way, manages to ruin our spirits. We knocked him out of the game last year. Dude went to the
Dude will break his leg and he still gets up and wins.
I was this close from having my first playoff win in God knows how many motherfucking years.
Okay.
This close. You've been in the playoffs. You've been in the playoffs in the last fucking 26 years. You've been in the playoffs in the last 26 years.
One time you experience Aaron Rodgers. We do it twice a year, every year.
Motherfucker, he ruined everything for me. I'm still hurt.
People forget how much he carried the Packers.
It's been 2015 and I'm still fucking hurt.
He's the most talented quarterback in NFL history. And I don't think anybody can attest to that.
Mahomes will take that title.
Mahomes can push for it. But as of right now, I'm saying Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback ever. And he's going to show that in week 1. Because people are doubting him. He's going to come out there and just show people up.
Teams
that'll be interesting.
I do not want to play
Bears, Chiefs, Patriots.
I'd hate to play, Seattle. They're going to run the ball down your throat. They're going to have a defense, especially after they get Jadeveon Clowney. But let's see.
Do you want to talk about the college football? We didn't talk about college football at all because that kicked off yesterday.
College football. Clemson laid down a smacking against Georgia Tech.
Where's Michael?
Okay, no, Clemson didn't. Clemson did not. Travis Etienne did. Travis Etienne was insane yesterday. You take away the 95-yard run. I understand. Huge play. That man still had 11 carries for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yo, you want to talk about whooping ass? The Wisconsin Badgers have had their backup quarterback in the entire second half and are up 40-0 right now.
Oh, you really want to talk about beating people? UCF won 62-0.
They're gonna.
That's insane.
It just turned the fourth quarter. The commercial just
so this brings up a good topic.
Is college football good?
It's kind of along this line. Should college football be restructured to where games are, especially during
Have a mercy rule. Have a mercy rule.
Have a mercy rule, or either have. I don't know about football.
I'd be cool with it.
Football, only in college football.
Yeah, have a different division. I feel like we need a better way and a better system of making sure top tier programs are playing top tier programs.
Give me strictly D1 team, dog.
The playoff helps.
D1A. I don't fucking know.
Excuse me.
Division 0. I don't know. DO.
Right. Just give me a name for it and just put the best teams in there, or at least people contending, and let them play each other.
Yeah, CSU versus CU tomorrow night. Yeah, I won't be watching it. I'll be doing the Auburn game tomorrow.
Bro, I'm trying to go to some Boulder. I'm gonna go to some Boulder.
Boulder campus cracked. Like that shit. When I say like they get cracked, like that shit's like fucking insane,
I'm gonna
bro.
go to some Boulder games. Just so y'all know.
We might get in trouble. We need to do that on with Ray. With Ray. You, me, Ray. Pete. Yeah. Just
Guys
our
making
friend.
plans over here. Throw your topics in the comments section, guys, if you want us to talk about any more.
I did see one from Stupid Music. He asked comeback player of the year. We will go rapid fire with these questions from the chat. My first one, Darius Geis.
Does Le'Veon Bell count?
That counts.
I'm going Le'Veon.
Josh Gordon.
There we go.
Oh man.
Let's see here. I think
Steaming
I saw
Baseball MVP.
Ooh.
So nobody got anything about that.
Christian Yelich.
Duh.
I haven't seen the stats, but last I knew Mike Trout was being praised. How are the Angels? What's the Angels' record?
Terrible.
Listen,
Really?
man.
Oh, then never mind, not him.
All right. I know that he's like he's our friend and shit. But I have to fucking hear about Mike Trout enough from Adam. I am not about to hear this shit from you, JD.
He's pretty great.
Dude, Mike Trout won't win it because he's just putting up Mike Trout numbers.
We need you and him to debate baseball. We need you and Adam.
He's the LeBron of the MLB. He's the LeBron of the MLB.
Yeah, I mean,
honest to God,
average. That's how good Mike Trout is compared to the rest of the field. That's how good Mike Trout is.
Right.
LeBron looked like.
I'm just one of those fans that's not gonna like I enjoy watching him play. I'm not gonna admit his
I have a
rating.
question for Robbie.
Give me another one.
Will the Lakers make the playoffs this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So let me just explain something really. Just explain some shit.
7 seed, 8 seed. I think they're towards the bottom.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
I can see a 6, 7 seed.
And it's gonna be close.
No,
be close.
6 or 7 seed.
No, you are tripping.
Let me explain something to you guys really quick. And this is gonna blow a lot of people's mind when I say this. Boogie Cousins having, his legal issues and also the injury.
He's going to jail.
Yeah, he's going to jail now. Speaking of, by the way, listen, if you take it from fucking me. If you have a baby moms, just don't say anything brash. Just don't say anything at all. Okay?
They still make playoffs.
But with Dwight Howard coming to our team, the only thing bad that we can realistically say about Dwight Howard, aside from the fucking gay shit that he does, damn, it's 2019 and I can't say that. The stuff that he says or the stuff that he does in the locker room, aside from that, and like none of his teammates in the history of him ever playing with the team have ever liked him. Like Dwight Howard has never been liked. His stats have always been consistent. He's always been right on that all-star, level, that all-star caliber. The Lakers organization and Lakers players literally had, before Dwight could come to the team, literally made a list of shit that he's not allowed to do. I'm sure putting fingers in people's booties was somewhere along that list. But Dwight Howard has a list of shit that he's not allowed to do if he wants to be a part of the team. He had to review that list of shit that he's not allowed to do, which probably included some shit where, like, yeah, he better play on his best behavior. I can see as long as he's on his best behavior and he puts up the stat lines that we're used to, he could do it. This Chappelle could say what he said. You could say that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. It's 2019, man.
Here's the reason I don't know if the Lakers are going to do so well. Okay, you have the Lakers who just came off of a season where they were well below 500. Right? They come off a season where they're well below 500. They have a new coach. They just got rid of half of their team.
Half. The only person left on the roster is Kyle Kuzma.
Pretty much.
Half. They have one person.
And not only that, LeBron James is starting to be a point guard for the first time. This game is a pace and space league. It turned into a pace and space league with Stephen Curry. LeBron James is not a pace and space player. He can kind of do that, but he's more of like an ISO, like get people open type of guy, more like a penetration type of guy, use his body type of guy. He's not a pace and space type of player, and he's getting owned by pace and space all over the league. Did you see the game Hawks versus Lakers when he just got destroyed by Trae Young? Just absolutely just got like cooked by Trae Young. LeBron James did.
Yeah,
I mean, bro, if that's a trend of LeBron just facing young guards and just getting wrecked, I think LeBron's done. I think this whole idea of he's definitely going to the playoffs. Maybe he'll even win a title. I don't know about that.
Shit like that. JD, like, so when it comes to LeBron and LeBron hate and just like,
bro, this man is Mr. Fantastic.
Just
across the country.
That was a super huge reach. Make sure you guys check out LeBron hate that comes out by JD. He's a super huge Luka Doncic fan though. Like if you guys like Luka Doncic takes, JD has you 100%. He fucking loves Luka. So I can't agree with that. LeBron's not done. Drugs are bad, okay?
Together. It was straight recruited. They want to play together. This isn't putting two superstars together that don't know each other. I mean, people are more concerned with Russell and James Harden. Like, that makes sense why you might be concerned with that. But how long did AD say, I'm going to be a Laker? How long did LeBron say, I'm going to get AD? They want to play. They're ready for this.
I just
but LeBron's never played with a good forward before.
Before we pass it before we pass it to J Love, which one of you psychopaths has the call-in show numbers saved? That's fucking weird that you would call in when the number's not even on the screen.
They could just go through their recents. I mean, if they have an iPhone.
They could go through their recents on any phone, but still, like, and if I'm the most recent person that you called, if we
JD, I got a topic.
All right.
What's that?
No, J Love. Did you drop the Lakers?
J Love, yeah.
Nah, I see him as a 7-8 seed, and they could even get pushed out, kind of. I mean, you have the Rockets, you have the Warriors, you have the Jazz, you have the Clippers, who I even forgot to mention at the top. The Trailblazers, I think, are going to be a lot better. There's just so many other teams. The Kings, I think, are going to take a step in the right direction.
I do too. I like the Kings.
Beats LeBron.
The Nuggets. I didn't even mention the Nuggets. That's 7 teams.
I can't even tell if that's a look of like absolutely or fuck no. I can't even tell what that
fuck no.
Okay. The Warriors. I get they're still the Warriors, but they're broken, dog. They are broken. I'm sorry.
Are they though?
They compete. They have to compete against LeBron. I'm agreeing with the Nuggets. I'm agreeing with the Clippers.
I'm sorry. I think this situation, other than Anthony Davis, is going to end out like the Cavs did late in LeBron's tenure there. It's going to be a group
AD
of
has
people
yet
on
to
teams.
Carry anyone.
It's going to be a group of people playing together. It's not going to be a team. It's going to be the LeBron
I agree
show.
with that. I agree with that.
I'm sorry. Rondo is not going to mesh well with LeBron. It's just the team's not going to work.
I don't know why they kept Rondo.
LeBron's going to go through his string of where he's just going to go off and put up MVP numbers like he always does, but it's going to start off the year where he's just going to be it's not going to be a team other than Anthony Davis and him.
LeBron's going to get fatigued 50 games in.
I just want to say this.
Can I end this LeBron conversation? Am I allowed to do that?
Yes. Because
I
just want to say this. I love that all of you provide such fire takes. Because otherwise, fuck you. You'll hurt my feelings.
All right, JD, I'm going to moderate this one because this is a topic very much about you and what you're
wife.
covering.
All right.
go. ISO Joe, who has been absolutely bodying the big three, and
Oh, yeah.
he's killing it. He's considering a comeback and working out with NBA teams. Facts or hype?
Wait, who?
Joe Johnson.
It's
my
a
guy.
little bit of hype.
Joe
It's a
Johnson.
little bit of hype.
Bro.
Wait, who?
The Hawks, the
Johnson?
Nets.
I was
He was
Yeah.
on the
2
Hawks.
years
He
ago.
was on the Nets for a while. He was an All-Star, 3-time All-Star, I think.
Josh
Never
Smith.
mind. Bad topic.
That
Never mind. I
Josh
thought
Smith. That era. Al
But
Horford.
anyway,
I mean, I know who he's
Yeah.
talking about.
JD, drop
I
it.
know who he's talking about. I don't like. I was like,
so
yeah.
so he's the MVP of the Big Three this year, and he's been just absolutely going off on the Big Three. You know,
How old is
scoring
he?
22 points a game, about like 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He's the MVP for sure, and he's being worked out, I believe, from the Lakers, the Spurs, and a few other teams. I think it was. I saw that the news. Do I think it's hype or real? It depends on the situation he gets into. That's for sure. He needs to get in the right situation. I think it's mostly hype. I think he belongs in the Big Three because he would be in the NBA if he wasn't. There's a reason why he's in the Big Three. Like either it's injuries or he can't like run back and forth that many times without like losing some of his skills. He obviously has the skills, but um, they're probably diminished. Same with Gilbert Arenas. He's heavily diminished.
Okay. No, I mean, we could just leave at JD. I wanted to give JD a topic. I thought about that, and I figured that was your forte, my friend. So
Yeah, it's hype.
I agree. I agree. It's
He
hype. I
belongs
mean, I
there.
don't think he gets signed anywhere. I think once you
I
leave,
think if the one team that was going to sign him, it would be the Spurs, just because he fits that team.
He could
Slow-
do work with the
they're kind of
Spurs.
an old school type of team too.
Yeah,
Like
slow-
7 points a game.
slow pace.
easy.
They don't run a lot. They just try to keep a slow paced offense with LaMarcus Aldridge, DeMar DeRozan. So any team's going to sign him, it would be the Spurs.
He's still got that butter. We definitely got to wrap it up soon. But I did see Slap Yourself. All right, yeah, we can wrap it up. And to answer Slap Yourself's question really quick, I don't think Carmelo Anthony signs with the Brooklyn Nets.
No.
But yeah, I'm not huge on that. But definitely thank you guys for joining us. It's been freaking awesome. Let's get some last words from J Love and then Robbie J and Ty.
Or love, go ahead.
I spoke my piece earlier. Check out rumboyz.com. Posted some articles on there. Grinding out some Daniel Jones takes. Colts article coming either tomorrow or Sunday. Check us out there.
Love it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
that dude, guys. He is that dude. You got to read his stuff. What do you guys got to say, Rumboyz OG? Finish her up.
You know our end out.
So I just want to make sure that everyone knows, check us out for upcoming updates. Make sure that you hit the notification bell because a lot of updates are actually happening on the fly. This is our busiest time of year.
It's about to go down.
Yeah, I know for a fact myself, I am busier than I've ever been in almost our now year. Look out make sure you check out rumboyz.com. Look out for Rumtober exclusives. October is coming, which means it's Rumtober, which means that us and the rest of the staff are about to start pumping out content like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, lots of rum. So you're not going to want to miss the month of October, aka Rumtober. Rumboyz.com for the hottest articles by these two that you've already checked out. Wait, yeah, it's something like that. Like, do I just point? You know what?
The other two.
Yeah. Make sure you guys check out the most fire articles by those two. Not just those two, actually. Also Fuji, our Raiders writer. Our Raiders writer is super talented. Yeah, he's actually my former supervisor. I can't wait till he has to quit his job. And they're like, "What happened?" And they're like, "I work for Robbie now." The Rumboyz have made it. They're Hollywood. Like, yeah, like I love that.
Beautiful.
But other than that, though, guys, just make sure you stay posted to the website. Stay posted on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Rumboyz, spelled with the ZNET. Other than that, let's do this shit, fellas.
All right.
Cheers to me.
Cheers
Cheers
to
to you.
All the
Rumboyz boys and girls, what it do?
Dilly.
Dilly.
y'all.
Dilly, everyone. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week when we go in the NFL Pick'ems. We're gonna pick our teams to win.
Yes.
Yep.
By the way, first, every Friday night, it is Rumboyz After Dark at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Right, J-Love. I'm looking at you.
Next week, we're doing NFL Pick'ems.
Hell yeah.
Later, y'all.
Later.